Lady Gaga has seen and done it all in her career, paving the way for some memorable moments. The singer is also a great actor who has gained critical acclaim in that field. Gaga has undoubtedly had a good time and bought some unusual purchases with her millions. Let's have a look at Lady Gaga's $50,000 ghost detector. Number 4. Who is Lady Gaga? There aren't many musical performers nowadays that are well known as Lady Gaga. She gained her fortune with her singing, and her flawless shift into acting undoubtedly added to her fortune. The artist has amassed considerable wealth over the years, and she's reported to be worth $320 million. Lady Gaga is projected to have sold more than 100 million records at this stage in her career, putting her among the most successful singers of her era. After she burst into the mainstream, there was no preventing her from being a primetime player for the foreseeable future. Her skill is unquestionable, and what she has accomplished since breaking out has been nothing short of remarkable. Number 3. Ryan, the ghost of her life. We've all got that one person that is always there when you don't want them to be. Quite often, you're aware of their uneasy presence. For some of us, it's a creepy ex or a talkative coworker we can't seem to escape. Though these are vexing, try to picture being followed throughout the world by a ghost called Ryan. That was the situation with Lady Gaga. Ryan initially made his way from the spirit realm into Gaga's unstable periphery during her Monster Ball tour in 2010. He hasn't been doing anything too violent or scary, but she's freaked out by his presence. She's a very spiritual person and in tune with the spiritual world, but this is a step too far even for her, Gaga's friend told the Daily Star. Throughout the trip, she complained about the uncomfortable vibe to crew members and close friends. She had a sense of his presence in Dublin, but by the time she arrived in Belfast, his hauntings had become far too much for her to bear. She believes in paranormal activity, a source close to the celebrity told reporters, and won't take any risks when she's on the road. It's important to her to be safe from spirits. The ghost frightened Gaga so much that she enlisted the help of a medium and assembled a group of friends to have a seance to communicate with the departed. She was certain that Ryan was a horrible omen for her. This might be correct, as Gaga was embroiled in a major scandal at the time of the seance. Images of her waving an Irish flag with one hand and a middle finger in the other began to circulate in headlines. Number 2. How did she get rid of him? So how did she try to contact? Of course, there's Ghostbusters. Following the botched seance, Gaga pushed her ghostly witch hunt to new heights. Glamour reports that she spent over $50,000 on state-of-the-art electromagnetic field meters to detect ghosts. It costs a lot of money to send undesired spirits back to whence they came from. Despite her vast $320 million net fortune, Gaga was willing to go to any length to get rid of Ryan. Gaga proceeded to make expensive items that just A-listers like herself could afford while trying to achieve peace of mind. Together with the detector, she paid another $50,000 to recruit the help of a NASA chemist. According to Showbiz Cheat Sheet, they assisted her in creating a non-hot substance that would release steam out of a teacup-shaped dress she would be wearing on stage. The total expense of her plane to transport the paranormal equipment and outfits across the world came to nearly $700,000. Number 1. Always been attuned to spiritual energy. The star has always been attuned to spiritual energy. This rendered her encounter with Ryan even more depressing. Gaga has been open about her drug addiction before she rose to prominence. Gaga, then known as Stephanie Germanotta, had lived as just a high school dropout at the age of 19, doing 3 jobs to survive. She spent the majority of her time alone at her apartment. It's just my piano and myself, Gaga tells Rolling Stone. I had a television and I would leave it on all the time just to feel like somebody was hanging out with me. Soon after, the aspiring actress found herself dabbling in cocaine. It was like the drug was my friend. I never did it with other people, she continues. It's such a terrible way to fill that void because it just adds to that void. After all, it's not real. Fortunately, a sort of enlightenment arrived in the shape of a deceased relative. Gaga credits her Aunt Joanne's guiding spirit for her successful struggle with addiction. The life of her father's sister was engraved on the singer as the epitome of artistic freedom. Joanne died at the age of 19, leaving a legacy of poems and art. Gaga is still extremely close to her aunt, even claiming to be Joanne's embodiment. But do let us know whether you buy into Lady Gaga's ghost sensing abilities in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys later in another video. Bye now!